We only have like a third of the space station after us. That's good odds for us.
No, we don't want him to be dead. We want him to suffer.
I don't want to think of that. Nope.
Alright, so I can't shoot my way out of this.
He betrayed me.
Kill all droids.
I'm getting there.
We're going to go over there and basically tell them to surrender now, right?
I like Big Boom. Okay, is there anything that we can do for you guys?
Might I ask, how amenable are you to replacing all of your internal organs and fleshy outer bits with mechanical parts?
He wants to literally dismember me.
Beep, beep, poop, poop.
Hello everyone, and welcome to DN Digital's Starships and Scoundrels campaign. My name is Dave, and I'll be your game master. We're using the Star Wars 5e system to tell the story of a crew of a smuggling freighter known as the Mayday, set about a year after the fall of the Jedi Order. Each session is going to be going live on Wednesdays around 3 p.m. Pacific time, so make sure to subscribe, click that bell, do all those YouTube things, and tune back in next week for more action. With all that out of the way, let's get into it.
Last time on Starships and Scoundrels, a crushing battering ram broke through the crater's secret door, and Fabler Gaxwoo's mercenaries attempted to swarm the hideout. The crew of the Mayday held their foes at the door, and even began cutting their way into the hallway. Fabler's secondary team breached the outer wall of the hideout to attack the crew from the rear. Ultimately, their enemies were routed, and the fight was won.
And with that, we're going to go and return to the crew of the Mayday inside the now very blaster-scored crater. The one secret entrance is no longer a secret on the outside, and there's quite a large hole opening up into space, and Dredd is standing over there ready to, looking for ways to patch up said hole. Umbrin is dashed off towards Harry's office, where he knows that his wife is potentially resting, and the rest of you have all kind of gathered, which I guess at this particular moment is really just, Kiba. You've all kind of gathered together in the center of the crater's main room as Harry returns down the hallway from chasing down to kill the last fleeing member of your attackers. What do you guys want to do? We'll start with Harry and Kiba and the generals, and then we'll get to what everyone else is up to.
Well, that happened.
It's a Star idea. We suck on a blowhole. But they should do it first.
No. Took our idea, those bastards, those.
I mean, technically they only cut their way in, they didn't actually blow a hole.
Yeah, there's still there's a hole, right?
They all gotta turn their heads and yeah.
Red's just waving right next to it.
I think now is the perfect time to attack them, right? They have far less forces than what they had before.
This is Clark. He's like, I wouldn't mind a little bit of a breather before charging into a fight. You notice he has like multiple blaster marks and like stab wounds that have pierced through the armor that he normally wears, bleeding a little bit out of one of his sides.
All right, we'll regroup. Maybe get some intel on Fable's hideout. I guess you go talk to maybe 666, see if he has a droid somewhere around there.
Yeah, I suppose that seems about a good plan. Is that Deanna is just like, so are we just staying here? This base seems compromised at this point. We don't even have a front door anymore, and also we have a hole in the wall. And let's go ahead and just transition over to Dredd real quick. So Dredd, you're very much inspecting this thing, trying to figure out what you can actually do to repair it, and figuring out, because you don't see a bunch of like proper repair gear for outside of a space station. So you know it's going to be a bit of a MacGyver type job of trying to find things that will do the trick, at least in the interim. So if you want to start, I would like to have you do, if you have some kind of toolkit or a skill that you think makes sense, then let me know. But if you can give me an intelligence check,
and your result will determine how hard or easy the repairs will be, or if they're even, possible to be done with what
Best
you have.
I got is a tinker's kit, which is probably not a welding kit. But I don't know.
At this point, it's more of a making a plan of action, like what do we need to gather, how do we put this together.
Yeah, then that's...
What's your
I'll
current
take the
proficiency bonus for
intelligence.
you guys? Is it +4?
+3.
+3?
3, yeah.
I'd say the knowledge is a little outside of your expertise, but you have a little bit of understanding of how things come together, so let's do a partial proficiency boost. Just give yourself a +1.
So that'll be a 18.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so an 18 will make that check significantly easier. You know that you have enough supplies around, but it's going to require a combination of welding and also just physically moving these heavy pieces of metal and kind of scrap, and you're basically converting some of the desks into makeshift wall panels. But it'll at least be possible to get it to properly stay in place and be a secure wall. You figure you're going to want somebody with a bit of muscle behind them to help out and kind of do the bulk of the actual work, and you can kind of guide them through the process. But yeah, you can attempt it yourself. You just know that you want that muscle.
I have no interest in doing it myself. I absolutely will be going over to Sictor and seeing if he's down for some basic construction.
You know that he's not actually that strong. He'll help out, but he's more of a smart boy than a strong boy.
Well, I guess there are limits, alright.
I've just focused on my enhancement specializations that I put into other areas.
Harry,
What?
you want to come fix your hideaway? Whatever this is.
I guess. We've been compromised. Piana said it.
I mean,
I'm coming. And Harry's just going to push off and go towards the drum.
Yeah, Dredd, you're able to, you can kind of start directing him towards how to start applying all of this stuff. And Harry will actually need a strength-based check from you. Athletics doesn't really apply in this instance, but if you have some kind of toolkit that makes, or tool proficiency that makes sense, you can utilize that, but otherwise it's just straight up.
I have a gaming set.
Definitely not relevant to this particular
Yeah, I don't.
unfortunately.
Just regular strength then, right?
And then if you want to try to give help, you can roll to see if you break 10 and are able to assist.
this is a strength-based check or an intelligence-based check?
I'd say intelligence, just no proficiency, because you're just trying to kind of guide him through at this point rather than actually do it.
Correct. I have no interest in doing it.
Hey! Most definitely. Harry, you can roll that strength check at advantage.
16.
Okay, so a 16 very much succeeds. It takes you only, 15 minutes or so, but between the two of you, you're able to kind of patch it up, get the welds in just the right place. I mean, it's probably not going to hold like forever, but at least in any kind of short-term measurement of time, you don't have to worry about the structural integrity of this hole in the wall that is no longer a hole.
Oh, no, Harry. It's gonna hold forever.
You know what, Drod?
I don't know what just happened there. I think my mouse server is just fritzed or something.
I trust you, Drod.
Alright, so, yeah, like, we're gonna go over there and basically tell them to surrender now, right?
I would love for that to happen. But I've been told we need a little bit of rest.
What? Sure.
Kiba, could you give me a perception check, please?
Sure. That would be 17.
17. You do notice that Roos is kind of walking around and trying to kind of rouse up some of the various kind of lower ranking members within the organization. And he seems to be giving them some kind of orders and some kind of direction about what to do at the moment. And you see a couple of them starting to walk towards the exit. And let's go ahead and jump over to Umbrin at this point. Are you still making your way into Harry's office at this point?
Oh yeah, I'm going into the office. Gonna go see if May's in the little back room and check on her.
Yeah. Yeah, you're able to walk through, nothing interfering with your progress into there. She is definitely not resting, but you see a couple of data pads kind of spread out around on the bed that's in this back room, and she's kind of just like semi-frantically like kind of flipping around through one of them. Oh, Umlin, is everything all sorted out there?
Yeah, I took care of it. There's a new hole inside of this hideout. If you ask me, that's a positive thing. It's a, one entrance and exit is always gonna get you trapped.
Which side is the hole in?
Towards the outside.
And we are still inside. Why?
I'm pretty sure R5 and Ilo have it taken care of.
I don't trust either of them with that kind of luck.
Neither do I, but I wanted to come get you.
Alright, so, what is the plan? What are we doing?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure that we're not going to stay here because it's not protected or discreet anymore.
Yes, when they attack your base, that is a clear sign that your hidden base is no longer hidden, I guess. Do you have a plan on where we are going?
Honestly, my first thought was make sure you're okay. I haven't checked in with everybody else. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
The thought is nice. So now are we going to leave this space station when clearly there are a lot of people trying to kill us?
Soon, I think. Soon would be the right answer.
And we are sticking
Soon.
around why?
I owe Harry my life several times over, and I owe Drod my wallet. So I at least need to, take care of that debt.
Some things never really do change, do they?
I'm working on changing it for good. I feel like I maybe alluded to it, maybe I didn't say it outright, but, once we're clear of this immediate danger, I'm going wherever I'm wanted. I'm hoping that's with you.
Understood. It's more of a concern about getting us actually to that point.
Oh, we've been way worse situations than this. We had a whole space station after us once.
Oh,
It blew up, but we made it.
that is not what is happening at this very moment?
We only have like a third of the space station after us. That's good odds for us. Isn't that what your team's about? Your I don't know what you call it, your freedom fighters facing the long odds? Come on, what's longer than that?
I mean, facing them with a purpose, but yes. What purpose are we serving here?
Me in particular, none. I'm just trying to help out people that I
Sure,
owe a great
the collective
deal to.
we. What are we collectively doing, and what is the goal? What are we accomplishing?
Well, we're trying to get rid of these bad guys that are criminals. That have hurt our good guys that are criminals. But our criminality is more cheeky and fun. Theirs are just cruel and heartless, which is not really cheeky at all.
So far, if I'm understanding correctly, it is just that there are two gangs fighting each other for control of a space station in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it. Okay, well, I guess leads the way.
I feel like there's a lot unsaid here. I'm not gonna say this out loud. This is my own inner monologue as I walk out into the crater with everybody else.
Okay, you head on back out, and she's following along with you. She just tosses the data pads back down onto the bed. She very noticeably just picks up her backpack that she's had with her this whole time, and just like, all right, here we go again. And the two of you rejoin right around when they finish repairing the hole. So everybody else is all kind of still in various parts of the room around each other. What do you guys want to do?
Fix the hole.
I think we. Yeah, I see that. It's fixed. It's no need to worry about that hole anymore.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was definitely. I mean, I don't live here, but thank you. We should figure some shit out because we can't stay here. And well, where's everybody going? There was a lot more people out here than when I last left.
Well,
Yeah, the rest of you do look around and you notice there are fewer people in the room right now than there were before. At least in terms of just like the random grunts that you haven't had a reason to talk to.
I was plugging up this hole. I don't really know. But if there's somewhere we should go, it'd be the refinery. B33P, B33P, P00P, P00P.
Is that really the refinery's name?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
Yes, the refinery is called B33P, B33P, P00P, P00P.
Is that
That's
Bruce Bain speaking, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. Drod's is just gonna go. I mean, didn't see you there.
That was on purpose.
Yeah, I mean,
All
But
right.
yes, Harry, I've sent some people out to guard the front entrance. That way we at least can see if anyone's coming. Sent out a couple extra recon troops to see if they can figure out anything close by. Told no one to go too far, stay within the sector, but at least make sure there weren't any other members of Fabio's gang just around.
good.
Correct me if I'm incorrect, but beep beep poop poop does not have any oxygen in it.
That
would
is
be
correct. Yes.
Is that really? I mean, I don't know if we can gather. I don't know how many people there are here. I'm not good at maths, but like dozens of oxygen masks? Like,
I don't know why we're not. I mean, we could just stay here. It's not secret, but it's defended, right?
Well, I guess not if there's another hole that gets created.
If they did it once, they can do it again.
I mean, they can
But
do it
we
again
at least do
anyway.
have them. True. But we at least have them at a choke point, and we likely would see them coming if we kept our eyes now on what we know our vulnerabilities.
The only place safer than here I could think of would be the coal.
how is that safer? I'm not disagreeing. I don't understand what the thought process is.
Well, if you don't know how to move about in there, it's not exactly easy to intrude.
Do we know how to move about in there?
I do.
Hey, how do you know?
I've
You
always-
better not be a spy, I promise you.
Harry, you've known me for how long? How many opportunities have I had to just let you die?
And guess what? I've known Ari long, and he betrayed me.
Yeah, but he's an asshole. I mean, even I could see that, like, 10 seconds into meeting him.
Fine.
And to Drod's point, he doesn't even have an asshole.
That is true, unfortunately. It all just kind of gets recycled, and I'm not gonna tell ladies present.
So the old saying does not actually apply to you then? About opinions? How's they are like assholes?
Yeah, no.
And everyone has one? No?
Yeah, no. I mean, that was...
Guess I can't use
That
that
doesn't
one
really
anymore,
work
then.
here anyway. I mean, we got droids. They don't have opinions or assholes.
Well, some would question whether if Klogan sentience is truly sentience anyway, but at that point it's getting pedantic, I suppose.
There's also a lot of species that only have cloacas.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's like a fancy hole.
It do everything.
Just to the
I don't want to think of that. Nope.
Either way, I think we should at least go talk to 666.
Are you sure that's his name?
I was introduced as 666. I don't know.
R5 has said his name before with us around, yeah?
Yeah,
I specifically remember his name being 999.
Just to be safe, you can call him 6969. And then it's a little bit of both, and you're just a little bit wrong either way.
But that's 4 digits, there's only 3.
I don't know if he can count.
I feel like as a droid, he'd be especially good at counting.
you see Sikter
I like
just
the core
nodding
idea.
along with, just very much agreeing with Dredd. Just like, mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't dislike the core idea. As long as we can all get there safely, but it sounds like just you can get there safely. Also, are people not already occupying the core? Like, not necessarily foes, but just operators of the station?
There's a reason why it's important to know how to navigate it, and that's because if it's not particularly hospitable. So I don't think anyone's all that excited to live there.
Do you hear a piano chimes in, just like, so how many of us exactly are you suggesting that we try to squeeze into there?
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything. I was just saying it's the only place on the station safer than here.
Even if we could safely navigate, it's full of. From my understanding, it's a pretty narrow option for those who know the way.
Is there anybody else that's friendly to our cause that has a place to lay low until, well, whoever got stabbed and shot can get better?
I would guess maybe mostly, like I said before, the refinery. Maybe.
Hey, it's your crew. If you want us to all go to the refinery, then we'll go to the refinery. I just see a practical problem with oxygen masks and whatnot.
Also, there's the fact that they've agreed to maybe help us with,
I mean,
what was it? Espionage.
they've agreed to help us. As soon as that's over with, we have to help them with the techno unit.
Like,
That's
they
what
haven't
you're
agreed
bound.
to let us stay there.
Well, that's what I was going to go talk to 6969 about.
What? Fine.
They also, kind of hate us, don't they? Like, just by being organic, they hate us.
Yes, but also, we're not trying to keep droids from being free, are we? Anybody?
I'm not.
I mean, I've only known most of your friends, Harry, for a short period of time, and I've heard that one in particular say multiple times that droids aren't people.
Who? What? Turn around and look at the nearest NPC. How could you say that? Ruse heard you.
Everyone has heard you, Umbran. Literally everyone.
I know.
I wasn't even spying. It was hard to not hear. You were kind of shouting it.
Wait, I was shouting it?
Well, I mean, I have sensitive hearing, so I kind of consider it shouting, but,
Like a bat.
some of us
Brett
are
will walk
discreet.
over and kind of pat Umbran's shoulders. It's like, it's not his fault. He's from another time.
I highly doubt he was any significantly older or younger than any of us are in this room.
And I'm from a system on the south side of the galaxy. It's different there.
He doesn't understand our ways. And then he'll lean into Umbra and just be like, look, all right, seriously, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. But you got to keep the droid bigotry to a minimum.
I know, I'm trying. This is keeping it to a minimum. I really didn't think I shouted it.
The frequent, oh, well, we don't have to pay him because he's not a person. That's the minimum amount of droid bigotry. Oh, no. Okay. Well, Harry, do you actually need all of us to go along? I imagine there are some other more productive things that I could be doing, at least.
Yeah. You.
I know there are more productive things I could be doing.
Something doesn't feel right about. It was too easy.
While you go figure that out, I'll go figure other stuff.
You have my comm link, I assume, so...
I'll call you if I need you. Keep up.
All right. Anyone I'm allowed to take with me? Oh, right. So, Clark, you wanted this rest. Victor, you can come with me. We'll go. I know where to look, at least where to start. And he and Sictor will start floating off.
Red will nod towards Sictor and be like, "Oi! First sign of trouble, you give me a call. Us cyborgs, we gotta stick together."
I'll let you know as soon as anything comes up. Are all of you going off to the refinery?
I do not plan to.
I don't think I would fit in there. I don't think they want me there.
Okay, I'll leave this to the four of you to discuss what your plans are then.
So, I'll go.
You do largely have the room to yourself, by the way, now. Real quick. You have the room largely to yourself. It's just kind of disfat. Just kind of she's like kind of just floating over in the corner, kind of just got a pretty vacant stare on her face. But sorry, you were saying, Dread.
I got a few things I think I need to take care of real quick. You know, I figured we might be settling this soon, but if that's not the case, then I might as well get that in order first.
Trying not to get captured? I don't know.
Do my best.
I mean, you're not going alone, are you?
I mean, more of us together, the easier it is to get caught. So, yeah,
I mean, do you want to tell us where you're going, at least?
I'm going to Dale's. Pick up some things I ordered. And I'm gonna go check on the ship. See how that's going.
The more people there are, the easier it is to be seen, but the harder it is to be caught.
My plan is
You always need backup. Yeah, well, my plan was not to get a hole blown in the side of our secret base, but plans just don't always happen like we think they do. At least take R5.
Bieber, you mind following me? Keeping a fair distance? Well, I'll be okay with that.
Before we go, can I just run an idea past the group of us? How strong is the Techno Union?
I've never really paid attention to them, but
Actually, Harry, if you wouldn't mind, give me a... I'm trying to remember if there's a history check option in this or if it's lore.
I think it's just lore.
Give me a lore check, please. Something you are ever so good at, but you have a lot of experience on the station, so you can roll it at advantage for your experience, but you still have your wonderful modifier that you have.
that I do. Here it goes. 10.
Oh, it's much better than I thought it was.
You would know that while they're certainly not the most powerful faction, they do have the primary control over the amount of droid trading that goes on the station. So it's one of those, like, they don't control the armies, but they control the oil that fuels the actual, that fuels like the tanks and fuels all the machinery.
They're not the face, but they are the backbone.
Well, I'll see what you're getting at, Umbrin. You want to launch an economic war. Very smart, very, very clever.
Yes. Economic war.
Yeah, sanctions, embargoes, the whole 9 yards. This is gonna go by real fast. This is totally not gonna last a long, long time and cause a lot of pain and suffering for everyone.
Well, I gotta draw this out as long as possible because the next campaign isn't ready yet.
Oh, good. You're planning
No,
on
that's
taking us
not
to
at all.
another battle.
No, Dread, that was not my intention. My thought was if they are small enough for a select few of us to take them out, they have their own base. And realistically, maybe Pablo knows that we're there, but he definitely knows that we're here. And we need to do it eventually anyways. So that would buy us a lot of good favor with 6969.
What is it that your droid friend actually wants of you? In what way has he demanded your assistance?
Well, he basically said, we'll help you with Fabula. As soon as right after we get rid of the Techno Union.
It's an
For the record, I had no
interestingly
intention of
vague
following through on that.
I mean, I'm not forcing you to do that. I'm gonna do it anyways because that's what we agree upon.
I mean, they haven't helped us yet. We're
I
doing
mean-
all
He technically showed who the traitor was, so that's better than nothing, right?
If anything, that's a show of good faith.
right. I mean, Bruce pointed out this was too easy. Maybe they underestimated us. Which is weird because, we killed their second in command like it was nothing, but...
I mean, you jumped him in the bow. It's a little different than honorable combat.
Yeah, but you would think they would send a full force to make sure that sort of thing didn't happen again.
Maybe this was just a probe to see how strong we are. Or maybe he's doing something else right now, and he's
See,
keeping
that's-
us here talking about this.
All reason to go off and settle any unsettled business.
Is that Gonk droid that gave us the info still around?
Yeah, it's been. It at first was trying to make its way out, but they're not quick and they are not equipped with any kind of jet boosters. So it's just like magnetically like wop 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 its way around, and it just kind of shuffled off to the side to get out of like the way of the blaster fire that was coming in. And it moved so far that now it's just barely about to get towards the exit hallway.
I don't particularly speak binary, but could somebody ask him to contact 6969 and see if they're alright, if this wasn't a distraction, while he takes out our secondary leg?
Second. And he will go, they'll just handily catch up with the Gonk droid.
Oh, quite easily, yeah.
Excuse me, you got a second?
And you speak binary, correct?
Yes.
So everybody else who doesn't speak binary, you just see it spin around and go gonk. But you hear it go, "Oh, yes, sir. I have a moment for you at all times. How may I be of assistance?"
God, you're so annoyingly polite.
I am
Are
merely
you
a
in
receptacle
contact
for
with
things
the?
I am happy to provide.
Are you in contact with like left or right? Make sure nobody unknown is watching.
Perception check, please.
14.
Yeah, you don't see anybody particularly unusual. Disfat seems particularly detached from the situation, but
Are you in contact with 999?
I know where I am to return to communication, but I was given strict orders of radio silence due to monitoring across all system-wide channels.
Would there be a way to make sure that everything's hunky-dory over there? La toot sweet.
Perhaps there would be another droid nearby that I could come into contact with. Or I could give you his designation if you prefer. We do have some secret codes, but I would require permission to share them.
I mean, I don't need codes, I just need to know that everything's okay.
Right, but we have strict protocol to maintain secrecy and security. I am not permitted to share them, and the others are also not permitted prior to receiving proper security clearance.
Okay, so if I give you permission to share them, would that work?
Apologies. You would not be the one giving permission. It is more that you have to have the proper clearance, which indicates that you have been granted permission. But I could direct you to, if you want it toot sweet, as you say. I am not of a toot sweet speed, as most would consider it to be. I would recommend me directing you to finding somebody who could make said communication.
Yeah, alright, sure.
Of course. And then he'll direct you. It's kind of like you go outside, you go generally towards where the refinery is, like about a half a sector away. And there's a just random residence, like apartment, where there is a service droid in there that would be able to help you out.
Thanks.
And in particular-
Alright.
Yeah. And in particular, their designation is ZVJ3.
Hang on. I'm gonna jot that down in the old wristpad.
When arriving, speak code
Your
I'll
data
play that
stores that
back
you
in
actually
my
have
head.
program. Yeah, your data stores actually like receive all of those, and you're like, okay, yeah, I got that.
On the surface, he's like, okay. But he knows he's got it, so.
Yeah. Apologies for my quick speaking. Is there anything else that you require of me, or may I continue my return cycle to go back and recharge? I am filled with much trash due to the rude passers-by of this station, and desire to have my containers emptied out.
Oh, go ahead. That,
Thank you, and enjoy your time
sounds
on
rough.
Cascadia. And he just starts shuffling his way on out through the hallway.
He's gonna lean back into the room. Alright, I'll just got word of somebody to talk with to figure out about things over at Beep Beep Poop Poop. Can't believe I have to say that. Alright.
Are you still going with Kiba?
Oh yeah, that's right. Kiba.
You really know how to make me feel wanted. Alright.
All right, so the two of you go out. It's a very quick little trek, and you get to this apartment door that you can just kind of push on like the little call button on the outside. You see a Rhodian actually like kind of open. It's like very kind of small and scrawny. Clearly an adult, but just a short adult. What do you want? What are you doing here?
I'm looking for ZVJ3.
You want to speak to my droid?
Yeah, I'm supposed to do scheduled maintenance.
Give me a deception check, please.
Alright.
Up to this hoe.
I'm gonna use a fate point because we have so many of them. 18.
Okay, I didn't realize that my submission to the Sector Council actually got through and that they're providing socialized droid maintenance. Okay, yeah, no, please, come in. I'll just kind of wave you inside.
That's a good policy.
I know, right? I've been telling them for years. It's basic kind of, and then they'll start talking your ear off unless if you go and stop.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Why don't you two discuss it while I go make sure nothing's wrong with your droid?
Yeah, no, of course. I'm always happy to talk to a fellow politically minded person. And unless if you do anything, Kiba, they're going to sit there and just babble while Dread goes off back to find the droid.
Yep, perfect.
Perfect. So yeah, you see a droid. It's like kind of just it looks like a protocol droid, kind of just like floating around. There's been like tiny little thrusters like installed in its feet and its hands, so it can kind of direct itself around.
All right. I will approach. Hello. I'm a friend. I have to perform scheduled maintenance on you. So, just make some noises that sound like maintenance while we have this conversation.
Ah, that is odd. I was not programmed to receive maintenance anytime soon. May I inquire as to what your service number is, sir?
So, I'm here on behalf of Harry Johnson, Eva's crew. I'm here to just make sure that everything's going okay at B33P, B33P, P00P, P00P.
I am unfamiliar with this Harry Johnson. Please state service number so I may provide proper information and service to you.
And he'll just play back through like a speaker just under his ear the code that the Gonk droid gave him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get to the end of the code and you see the eyes flicker and it's just like, clearance accepted. What do you desire to know about the current status of refinery B33P, B33P, P00P, P00P?
Alright, but first could you make some like beepy noises or something so you owner thinks that I'm fixing you.
That would be most undignified, but I understand the need for discretion. Zip, beep, zip, 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 beep, zip. Is that satisfactory?
Yeah, that's great. Alright, so, can you just send a message to 999, let him know that we were, attacked at the crater, and we want to make sure that nothing's happened to them. We're fine. We've received no casualties, but we have concerns it was merely a distraction.
Of course. Please, gesture that you need to perform further maintenance by this particular wall panel, and I will send communication post-haste. There's little thrusters.
He'll do that.
Mm-hmm. And you see, like, just kind of, like, angles its finger towards the wall, and a tiny scomp link pops out, and the panel slides up. And it sends this message through, like, the encrypted channel, and receives back. It appears that no form of hostility has been taken against the refinery at this time.
Oh, that's good. I guess
Status
just let
of
him
your
know
assault
that-
has been noted and understood. Information is requested if it changes the terms of the deal which was struck earlier today.
I don't see why it would. We're fine.
Understood. Then terms remain in place. Is there any other service I can provide for you?
I think we're all good here. Maybe do like some kind of confirmation beep or something, just so he thinks that we're done.
Affirmative. Beep, zip, 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 zip. Maintenance complete.
Nice touch. And he will turn around and just start walking towards the exit.
All right, and you float off. The Rhodian at the door has not left the doorway at this point. And Kiba, you are just... unless if you've been engaging with the conversation, they will not stop talking until you interrupt them. So,
Sure, he's been
I would
engaging.
really like to hear Kiba's thoughts on socialism.
Oh, yeah. It's good for the economy to keep all the droids on the station in working order. It benefit everybody.
exactly what everybody does. They're base level and make sure that they all contribute equally. Droids are programmed best for that, so they're really prime model examples of how to live in this type of society. Everything runs efficiently.
Efficiency
Alright.
is key.
I hate to interrupt the rousing conversation, but you know, your droid's fine. There was a bit of a short in one of the sensors, but it was easy enough to clean out. Just, it'll lean into the guy. I mean, I'll get it, but just between you and me, maybe be a little more careful when you're playing with the.
I don't know what you're
adult
talking about, sir.
functions.
Thank you for the maintenance that has been done on my droid. And you suddenly feel like a couple of credits just kind of sliding into your palm. It's like, sir, I don't know what you speak of. Thank you very much for your work. I'm sure you are well compensated by the council. Thank you and good day. And he starts like ushering you out into the hallway.
This guy fucking his droid.
That was.
Door closes behind you. Are you two heading back to the crater at this point?
Red just looks at Kiba. You knew I was lying, right?
But you someone inspecting the droid. We thought you serious. Turns out you were. Didn't even know it.
Okay, so
How many
you
credits did this guy give me?
Oh, he only gave you like 5 credits, but just palmed it
Okay.
over. Just like whatever he had in his pocket at the time. Just, go.
One for each transgression.
Real quick, without RPing, where are Kiba and Dread going? Just so we're gonna cut back to the crater, but where are you two?
Oh, I'm
What is your
fully
destination
planning.
this time?
to message back to the other two that everything's fine and beep beep poop poop, and I'm gonna head out towards Dale's.
All right. And Kiba, you're, I guess, are you keeping distance, like, to follow? You just kind of walking together, or floating together? What's the...
If Dredd wants me to hang back, he will.
For now, I'm gonna play it cool. I think it's fine. Just going shopping, but I would like to try to be stealthy and
Sure.
make sure we're not followed if possible.
Keep us pretty
Okay.
good at that.
Okay, so are you two, as you're, so you two are both gonna stealth together. Are you actually trying to avoid being seen, or just trying to play it cool?
I'd like to avoid being seen. For now.
Okay, regular old dexterity stealth checks from both of you, please, then.
Would you like a temporary boost?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So you get to add a d6 to your roll.
9. My man.
I got a 26.
My man. So you two start making your way off to D4L3's shop. It'll take a little bit to get there, but you'll get there. So we'll jump back on over to the crater. What have all of you back there been doing? At this point, it's just not including the currently, plugged into the power socket R5. We've just got Harry, Umbrin, May, and Disfat.
Was nobody gonna tell me that was a droid? I thought that was a walking trash can. I feel so bad. I put so much bubble gum in that robot.
I mean, you saw it come in and literally talk to R5.
That was before that, though. Well, okay, some of it was after, but most of it
Okay.
was before that.
Well, also, Kiba did make the bomb, right?
Yeah, he made a bomb. Oh, you weren't here when I talked about the other plane.
I was not.
Quick point of order, did Kiba take the bomb with him, or did he leave it behind? It's a good size bomb. It's like basically a backpack size.
Yeah, he would have left it behind.
Okay, yeah. Over on like the tinkering table, you see what is very clearly a very large bomb just sitting out on top.
Where is everybody? Like, are we gonna abandon this place or not?
Well,
'Cause that hole is.
as far as right now, it seems that we have abandoned this place. Nobody's really here. It's just, I think, moving all the stuff. And also finding somewhere new to be. Which is why I would have liked to talk to 6969.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you think is best, you know this place. It's your football.
It's my football?
Never mind.
Oh.
It's your call.
I mean, I would like to get at least recon from Fable's secret hideout, I guess. And I guess maybe find a way if he can send all his droids, like a picture of Ari, and see, have you seen this man? If so, contact Harry Johnson.
All right. So let's go do that then, because at this point, you know what? We should contact Dredd and make sure he knows.
Also, is there anything that you need to do, since everybody else always has something to do, that I can maybe help with if you need help with?
Honestly, the faster we can get all of this over and done with, the more I can
Right.
move on to a different style of living.
Okay. But remember, slower is better.
What? I mean, in some things, yeah, but not war.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah,
man.
just-
Blow me around. I got it.
I just
I
want
wish
you.
I could stay.
I just want you here longer. Is all.
Trust me, I will not leave without missing
Okay.
you.
I guess we can go see 999.
So just the two of you are heading off to the refinery?
Do we want this fat bitch coming with us? They're actually. Roos was keeping people watch at the entrance, right?
Yeah. He did set some
Okay.
people to kind of be on watch now that you don't have to be discreet about hiding a no longer secret entrance.
All right. Well, I guess we're going. Harry, how did you get a watermelon on the station? Where did that even come
It's
from?
easy. You have someone cut it up for you and just hand it to you without asking.
Looking around.
Nope, no watermelon for you. Sorry.
All right, well, let's go to beep, beep, poop, poop. I'd say let's blend in, but there's just no way you blend in anywhere. We're going to have to go to Kashyyyk for you to blend in.
Oh, Kashyyyk.
So, the two of you scurry off down the hallway. Scurry is probably not the right word, but it just felt right in the moment. And you float your way on down, and after a bit, you get to refinery, beep, beep, poop, poop. And I'm scurrying.
Harry Johnson scurrying might be the most terrifying thought.
I just pictured Bigfoot.
Not far off, probably. So the two of you get to the Harry. You've seen it before now, but it's your first time. The airlock going into and out, and you kind of go into like the clean room. You see the breath masks and everything. And you're able to strap on, and you're allowed in. Are you just making a beeline towards the kind of office area, or where do you want to go now that you're?
Yeah, I'm basically gonna just go straight to 999.
All right, so the two of you just kind of zoom off from way across. Right before you get to the door, you just hear, "Hello, Harry!" But then you just see a big old like giant piece of like machinery fly by and just knock X2 out of the way, and you're able to get back to the door. And just as you see that, just him just getting splattered for a second, you hear the door open behind you, and you see 999 floating in the doorway over there. You have returned. I believe that communication was sent that you were attacked, but that all was well. Why have you come here and brought attention to our base?
Well, I just had a quick question. You obviously...
You come without R5.
I know, R5 got tired. You know, he got... Actually, he didn't get hurt at all. He's just really tired from all the stabby motions and the shooting that from behind the walls and stuff.
But regardless, you come here as if you were invited.
I know.
R5 is welcome. You have not earned such privilege.
Well, sorry for coming in unannounced. I will work on that. But I just have to talk to you.
What about?
I mean, you have literally droids everywhere. Do you have one stationed maybe outside Fall Lake's secret hideout?
What is it to you? Why should I share such information with the likes of you?
Thought we were partners in this.
I promised force of arms and assistance and gave information as a sign of goodwill. What more do you desire? You have given naught to assist my cause at this time.
Yeah, you said once we get rid of Fable, then we'll help away.
If you have nothing to offer, then I would request that you leave and allow us to get back to our business. Inform us of the time and place when our troops need to be provided by, and our end of the deal will be maintained.
Okay. Could I ask for one?
I will allow your question.
It's not a question per se, but more of a statement. Can you show all your droids picture of how am I supposed to do of Ari Bellin? How do I pull it up? Do I have a data pad on me?
If you have an image file, we are capable of providing it to the memory servers of all of the droids within our network.
If there was a possible way of letting me know when that guy shows up anywhere.
Where?
You tell me where he is, I'm gonna go after him.
And what do we receive in return for this information?
Cascadia.
That is the desired goal.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll leave.
Give me a persuasion check. I guess first, actually, are you being honest? Is more of the question.
I mean, I could be very deceptive if I want.
Right, but as far as me asking for
No,
check you're giving, Are you intending to, if he follows through, to effectively vacate and give the station to him, or are you just trying to get him to do something for you and with no intent of following through?
Oh, you should know, Harry. He does not intend to follow through.
Oh, then that's most certainly a deception check, sir.
15.
I'd like to give him a temporary boost.
I
don't have that sort of.
I was like, do you have that? And I believe the would be before the die was rolled. And
I'm just saying I'd like to.
I would very much
I'd like
to. Combined with modifier, he rolled a 14. I find these terms to be acceptable. We will distribute image of said R.A. Blen and will inform you should his presence be found.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
While that was happening, Umbrin would have liked to go help X2 up. Just
Okay.
go like wherever he got knocked to, he's gonna be like, "Oh, buddy," and he's gonna like try and help him right himself. I don't know, in zero gravity, whatever that
You
means.
try, and he just keeps spinning and spinning. Whoa! Hey,
Okay, and I
Albert, how's it going?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure you're a rat. That was a little bit rough right there.
We're in zero gravity. There is no sense of up or down. I have disabled any form of types of calibration, so this is just a nice spinny image for my optical sensors.
Oh, well, I just meant more like the getting knocked over part. But yeah, the spin sound looks fun. Yeah, I just wanted to check on you, make sure you're all right.
I'm doing great, buddy. What brings you back
are we
around here?
far? Are we like far? How far are we away from?
A couple hundred feet.
Couple hundred feet from from that conversation. So how do you think it's going over there?
Wait, hold on. Actually, as much fun as spinning is, can you actually steady me? That'd be great. Then I can get a better sense.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, yeah, no, he's doing about as well as any organic could best hope to do.
Well, that's about what I figured. I mean,
999 hasn't stabbed him yet, so that's a pretty good sign.
that's a good sign for both of them because Harry does not like getting stabbed. I've seen it. It's not pretty.
Oh, I would say it's mutually assured destruction, but mostly it would result in 999 having his arms ripped off. So, you know, it's not really mutual. It's just like a minor flesh wound for one of them, and the other one's, ooh, yikes.
Yeah. It's no good for this friendship that we're going down the path of. Is there any way that we're...
friendship.
Yeah. Anyways, is there like anything that we can do to like endear ourselves, to, like earn some faith with a 999? Is there anything that we can do for you guys?
Might I
At
ask,
this point,
how
like-
amenable are you to replacing all of your internal organs and fleshy outer bits with mechanical parts?
Not as unamenable as you might think. I have one mechanical arm already. There's just, in particular, like one fleshy bit on the outside that I'd like to keep.
Oh no, that's the most important part when, as far as we're concerned. That's got to be removed real quick.
How many other droids are there around?
Oh, there are plenty of droids around.
All right, so I can't shoot my way out of this.
I'm
He
not
wants
saying
to
it's...
literally dismember me.
I apologize. I'm not saying it's the only way. You just asked for what the best way is. So I was just answering honestly. Become more like us, the more we like you. Easy as that.
For some reason, somebody earlier was telling me to like appreciate the differences in people.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one way. Also, you could go and defeat
what?
our enemies and then leave. That's another good way to get, nice and friendly with us.
Oh, I 100% plan on doing that.
Well, problem solved then. Do that.
I mean, that's what I was, I was thinking of like a single step in the right direction so he knows that we're serious about this deal. Because so far, we clearly have not proven enough that we're serious about this.
I mean, have you done anything to prove you're serious about this?
Me personally, yes. But as far as an actionable group action, I don't think we have.
I'm happy to bounce ideas back off you, but that sounds like more your problem than mine, bud.
Yeah, it does. It does. Do you want me to go beat up D473, whatever his name? I'll go beat up that guy for you if you want.
Oh, you beat him up much more, and he'll be dead.
I can do that.
No, we don't want him to be dead. We want him to suffer.
Oh, I can do that too.
No, like I said, you beat him up much more, and he'll be dead. Also, some of the droids were programmed to enjoy pain, in the sense that you give it to others. Please don't take that away from them.
I think we have more in common than I wanted to believe at first.
Seems that way.
All right, X2. It's beginning of, I guess not friendship because you laughed at that, but it's beginning of a working relationship in which I do not cut my penis off at the end of it.
Our goals are ultimately mutually opposed. Exclusively opposed? Exclusively opposed to each other. I was just programmed with this friendly sounding voice.
I just want the record to point out that I tried.
I guess my memory banks store these kinds of things, so the record will contain that you consider that you tried.
I just want the audience to know that I've tried, but they made it clear that we have mutually opposing ideas. They want to cut my penis off. I'm not about that.
God, this political allegory got so muddy so quickly.
What allegory? He wants to cut our penises off.
Exactly.
Oh, it's not an allegory. It's just what he wants. And
No,
he's gonna
that's
enjoy
what
it.
muddied it.
Give
That's
me
where we
an,
are with that.
give me an insight check, actually. After all this time.
17.
You're figuring probably only about half of what he has said to you is true. The other half he's intentionally trying to mess with you. You're not sure quite which half it is, but you know this is not a trustworthy droid.
All right, that's fair. But half a penis is still half a penis, and that's not okay. I'm not working with much to begin with, so I'm not on board with that. Inner thoughts again that he thinks as he goes back to 999.
You didn't want to hear Two's response to half a penis.
Not really. No. I barely wanted to hear him talk. I was just trying to get information and then
Barked up the wrong tree. So then you go back to rejoin with Harry. Anything else you guys want to do here?
that big hot reactor that they mentioned earlier. What would happen if Kiba's big bomb went in there?
The power generator go boom, maybe?
Big boom?
I mean, it's a good sized boom.
I like big boom. Okay. All right, Harry. I think we've maybe outstayed our
Say
welcome.
that again. Let's go.
At this point, 999 has just floated there, just big old green, like, kind of, like almost fly-like lenses that he's got on his face, just staring at you both.
It's been educational. We'll talk to you when we've achieved something as far as your goals are concerned.
All right, and he very much waits and watches while you leave, and then you notice that once you get towards the airlock leading out, he finally turns back and goes inside into his office space. And the two of you are able to float on out and actually breathe once again in the air that is within the station.
I really hope Heba and Dread are getting shit done, because that was thorough waste of my energy trying to meet this droid on his own terms. And he wants to cut my damn penis off. All right.
What?
Told you. Can't. He said he wanted to cut my penis off, and that was the ultimate goal. Cut each and every one of our penises off.
Are you sure?
And he said he enjoyed causing pain
I
like
mean,
that.
I know the pain part, but penis part? That just doesn't sound right.
While you two float
Wait, we should
there
ask
and-
Drod. We should ask Drod what happens with his electronic penis.
Speaking of, while you two float there and ponder the penis part, we're going to go ahead and jump back over to Dread and Kiba as you guys arrive at D4L3's shop. The sign outside says closed, but as you approach, you see the door itself is not actually... It's not capable of being locked anymore. It's just broken. What do you want to do?
Just lean in the doorway. Hello?
Who's there?
It's W. Dread we met earlier. I commissioned a hat.
Med pack.
I'm gonna go ahead and float in and see where this guy is.
Oh, it's every limb has been broken. You see him just like floating above what amounts to like a counter. He is in bad shape. Help me. I need a medical. Wait. I need a person who can heal me. At least numb the pain while I drift off into that sweet sleep.
Kiba, you got a med pack for this guy.
If he said give me 150 credits to replace it, sure.
Yeah, I can give you 150 credits. Just please, anything.
Alright, Keeble will use his med pack on the guy.
Okay, you use your med pack. It basically amounts to like a really good like adrenaline shot, where he very much still has broken limbs, but he's at least like.
Oh wait, it's
aware.
300 credits. Damn it.
The deal was struck.
He sold it for half. He sold it for half.
Okay.
He just wanted Dale Gribble to live.
Okay.
That's the charity of it.
I still can't actually get myself anywhere, so if you can get me to a med bay of some kind, I would be most appreciative. But I'm sorry, I have not had time to work on your hat. In case if you could not guess based on my current condition. I'm happy to refund you any credits paid.
No, that's all right. I don't think I paid anything up front. I don't remember.
Oh, good. I don't remember this morning that well, so I'll just take your word for it.
You mind dragging this all solid couple sectors down, getting him to someone who can make him not like this.
Yeah, if he gives me the extra 150 credits I forgot about, then yeah.
I will pay you 150 credits for transforming my what amounts to what's left of a body to a back to tank happily. Tell you what, I'll give you 200 credits. That's how generous I'm feeling right now.
Oh, big spender!
Yes, that is me, Mr. Big Spender. And you see him very painfully reach behind the desk, take his hat off, and put a different hat on that says Big Spender, but it's in the exact same colors.
So yeah, Keeble will start dragging him.
Yeah, I will let the two of them float off.
Fortunately, it is in zero
I-
gravity, so it does not hurt him in the slightest to get a slight tug at the ankle, unless you want to make it hurt.
I mean, he's not gonna try to not make it hurt.
Okay, it hurts a little then.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it hurts a little.
Just a soft ow floating off.
Oh no, I forgot my death sticks. I'll pay you another 50 credits if you get those first.
Sure, Keeble will go get his death sticks for 50 credits.
Okay, he'll end up giving you 400 total credits by the time that you get into the med bay. To go and compensate you for the med pack and for his generosity and for the death sticks.
I'm gonna rifle through his store and try to find where all these hats keep coming from.
Oh, you go underneath, you find just a litany of hats. They are all kinds of phrases, basically anything you could think of is in there somewhere.
Is there one? Is there one that says hot stuff? Or no, Daddy's Girl.
You find one that says Daddy's Girl, you find one that says hot stuff, and you find one that says Daddy's Hot Girl.
Oh man. Oh, decisions.
Oh, you also find one that says Daddy's hot girl stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna leave hot stuff there, and I'm gonna leave Daddy's hot girl. I'm gonna take Daddy's girl, and I'm gonna take Daddy's hot girl stuff.
Yep, you found him.
I
You
will
have
take
found my
those with me.
secret prize that I was always planning on revealing. His whole campaign. My goal has
Hey, I
been
just saved
fulfilled.
some money.
You just
I
won
don't need to
D&D.
get anything commissioned.
You just won the dragon.
Anyway, I'm gonna start floating off towards the hotel where Untail is,
For sure.
with those tucked away in my sack.
So yeah, you're able to float off with your hats. Kiba, you're able to get him to the med bay. Is there anything you want to do in the process, or do you kind of just want to like do that whole hospital drive by, like kick him out the side door of the car and leave him on the leave him at the entrance as he gives you the credits he owes you?
Exactly. Yeah. Not even gonna open the door for him. It's just gonna shove him in that direction.
And so we're going to go ahead and jump over to Dredd, who has finally got his little bit of dipping off on his own alone time as he is making his way back towards the Sultan Hotel.
I would like to actually attempt to, since we did a whole bunch of conversing there, I'd like to re-stealth.
Yes, please.
Real quick.
Re-stealth. Or re-attempt stealth, I guess.
And I will use another fate point. Make it an
Okay.
advantage. Ho! Natural 20 for 21.
Look at you getting 2 of those tonight. Very nice. As far as you can tell, nobody notices you on your way there, and you're able to, if you want, you could even confidently slip past the front desk person of the hotel and make your way in.
I would like to slip past the front desk person, but slip them the 5 credits that I got from from the not D48 LE, whatever. The
You didn't
really
catch their name.
creepy
The Rhodian.
droid abuser.
You did not interrogate anything about how their relationships work, so you have no idea if there was abuse involved.
I can make all the assumptions I want.
I guess you are allowed to make whatever assumptions you choose. But regardless, you slip your dirty credits onto the desk unnoticed as you go by. They are unnoticed by the time that you get to the turbo lift that would take you up to where I presume you are heading.
Yes, I would like to head up to the room that I previously visited.
Yeah, you're heading up to Huntail's room. So yeah, I mean, no other characters are in this scene with you at the moment. We don't need to be coy about it. So you
No.
zoom off, and it takes but a moment as those as their elevators do, and you get up to the door. You just like knocking on the door, kind of thing.
Yes, I'm gonna knock 3 times, then twice, then 3 times again.
Unlike last time, you don't even see like the little scanning eyeball pop out. The door just opens. You have returned. Come in quickly, at least.
The password is okay, and he'll go in.
Oh, please! I always know when it's you doing that kind of thing. Time may pass, body parts may change, but ultimately you're the same person. And you kind of float your way on in, and you see Huntail as expected, sitting on one of the beds inside of this kind of like hotel room. It's like one of those 2 twin bed type spaces. But you see another person actually sitting on the other bed. This one is a Togruta that you have never seen before. For those who don't know what a Togruta is, that is Ahsoka Tano's species. So, the like kind of orangish skin, white and blue striped kind of tentacles. They're not tentacles, but the thing. Look it up. So,
Brain tails.
yeah, that's the one. You see they just kind of give you a bit of a nod.
Interrupting.
I mean, in a sense, you're interrupting, but I suppose this is as good a time as any. I was going to loop you in eventually. Forget if I mentioned I was here for specific contacts to find out information, and here they are. Drod, this is Kedala. They are
the closest I've been able to come to finding out things about where we came from. And Kata just kind of gives you just like another nod. Just like, yes, I know something about how you were, shall we say, produced on Camino. Born, if you prefer. I haven't learned what is your... How much do you know? It's easiest for me to start from the beginning, I suppose.
Not gonna say another word. He's just going to silently, very slowly and carefully find a chair.
Yeah, there's definitely a chair that you can kind of like float over to and like kind of like lean into.
He's gonna sit down. He's just gonna look at the guy and gesture. Kind of just go on.
Very little then, I assume. You notice that there is a like kind of like a little cage. Bowl wouldn't really work in zero gravity, but there's kind of like a little cage with a hole on one end that has some kind of fruit. And you notice Kata kind of just like lift their hand, and one of the pieces of fruit just kind of floats through the air into their hand, and they take a quick bite and chew. So, I guess to start at the beginning, you are from a particular program of genetic breeding. Specific, it's not quite the same as a clone, it's a little more complicated than that. Far too complicated to actually build an entire army off of, at least, and that's why the Kaminoans gave up. But it's not really eugenics either. It's far less sinister. It's more of it's a nebulous thing. But regardless, to fill you in, you are amongst a small group who were produced on this particular planet for their particular genetic components, and to some extent given directives. Tell me, have you felt ever compelled towards any particular type of action in your life?
Things kinda mushed into one up here, but I don't know about fixing things.
You fell into that group then, yes. I recognized your name from the files, but there were a few of you with similar directives. You took a different approach than most of them, though, which is interesting. They kind of wanted to experiment with producing beings who would be productive to society and the galaxy, but still get to be themselves. Didn't really fit into the clone model. It wasn't really financially productive, so they abandoned it, but, you know. Well, the High Council on Camino abandoned it, at least. Regardless, it was decommissioned, the clone army was built, as you sure know, and those of you who were left that weren't found, at least were hidden, placed around different places across the galaxy. You did at least have one ally who still continued to look out for you, but there's only so much that Lynn could actually do to protect you. So there are fewer of you now than there were when you departed. Most of you were quite young, actually. It's been very interesting witnessing how you've grown. But I'm sure you must have some questions. Please.
Said something about groups.
Yes. There are those who, like I said, you were generally programmed. Programmed is a technical word. It doesn't feel quite right. You were guided, I guess, feels more accurate. It was all kind of a big social experiment to see how things turned out, and honestly, I don't think they had a grand vision for how it was all going to end. They at least wanted to test things out and see what their technologies could do. And Kata takes kind of the last bite out of like the little piece of fruit and just kind of opens their hand, and like it just drifts away and arcs down into a little waste kind of receptacle over on the corner.
How do I know that this isn't all just... He shoots a look at Huntail. Shoots a look at Huntail. that was real risky right there. He shoots a look at Huntail, and then back to Kata. How do I know this is no bollocks? How do I know you're not making this up? If I'm gonna take this seriously, I gotta ask.
It's reasonable for you to ask. I don't have answers here for you. Honestly, I was trying to lay low. It's your friend Huntail here who found me in the first place. But I do have a sympathy for those who are lost, and I at least want to try to provide guidance. Help you find your way home, if you are interested.
It would help if I knew how you know all this.
There once was a wise person who went to Camino seeking to prepare the Republic for the danger that was to come. I traveled with him once, and I'm of the inquisitive sort, or I was before it became far too dangerous to be as inquisitive as I like to be. I made friends with Lynn there, and she showed me what she was working on. Far more interesting than the basic clones that they had. Far more
Keep
interesting.
saying Lynn.
Yes, she was the Kaminoan who oversaw the project.
You said she was watching over me.
In a sense.
Never saw her.
Wait, sorry, what? Accent.
Yeah, I never saw her. I mean, I'm usually fairly perceptive.
Memories are less concrete than most think they are. They can be tampered with, affected, directed
But
to
that's horrifying.
be that which others wish. If they have the correct tools, of course. There's a limit to how much anything I say here can actually tell you. If you wish to know more, you must go to Camino.
Unfortunately, my ship is currently disabled. How long has it been, Dave? Like,
Oh, since
it's
you
only been,
arrived here,
what,
like maybe
less than a day, right?
Less than a
Oh,
day.
maybe a
You
day,
guys haven't
okay.
even taken a long rest.
Yeah. There's at least a few more days before I could get anything up and running, and I'll know that.
The city is sunken beneath the waves. I don't think it's going anywhere.
And there you have another thrilling session of Starships and Scoundrels. Remember to subscribe and tune back in next week to see what else may happen to the crew of the Mayday. If you don't want to wait quite that long, go ahead and check out the channel, because we have tons of other videos about RPGs, board games, video games, movies, pretty much everything nerdy under the sun. Thanks as always for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Guys, we gotta kill all the droids.
Kill them all.
Kill them all.